From LALATE News Headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning as $1,400 third stimulus checks will be landing in mailboxes today as Wave 3 of the $1,400 third stimulus check lands. Meantime, the fourth wave goes out this Friday, and that fourth wave includes people on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans, and Direct Express by Comerica. All the latest details and explain where your stimulus check is and when it's landing. Meantime, you'll see a series of new videos this morning. A new video from Chuck Schumer as he pushes for stuff in the fourth stimulus package that the president does not have included. He and Elizabeth Warren recorded that video and released it ironically at the same time that the President of the United States released his video yesterday about the fourth stimulus package. Meantime, we'll analyze each of the waves and explain where your stimulus check is landing and how you should expect the excitement to unfold this Friday, Saturday, and Monday. New video from Dr. Fauci will be released. New numbers about unemployment released minutes ago. I have all those details as well. The 10-year Treasury note, its implications as it continues to move. New news from Google and also from Microsoft that could impact how you see the economy growing. And then a new incredible grant for Michael Jordan and the latest about your grants from EIDL, EIDL loan, and the PPP. It's a big morning with a lot of stuff breaking in. I'm here, you're here, and let's get ready to rock and roll as a big Mornings LA gets underway right now. Good morning, everybody. The toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you're here, and $1,400 third stimulus checks will be here in mailboxes across the country today as well. Are you getting one in the mail? I'll explain it in this video. Thank you for joining me on a big Mornings of Mornings LA. How are you? It's a great day as more $1,400 third stimulus checks, including those from Wave 2 and Wave 3, will be landing in mailboxes today. And yours could be in the mail. I'll explain to you if you're getting a check today in the mail, if it's coming tomorrow in the mail, and could it be coming by direct deposit on a Saturday? Yes, those exciting details are revealed in this video. Stay to the very end because I have a lot of breaking, developing news and more about that $10,200 I'm going to start with right away. But if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It's birthday week on this channel, and guess what? It's also birthday month because a month ago, this channel launched on April 25th. And as we approach April 25th this year, let's see if we can get to 400,000 subscribers. We're very close, so subscribe. Tell your friends and neighbors, pet llama, alpaca, your cow, your dragon, to subscribe to this channel. Also like this video. Let's see if you can do 2,000-3,000 likes. Every like helps in the algorithm's ranking so that these videos rank really well. Also, if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member because you get access to the PDFs that become the bills before anyone else. The link to become a member is at the top of the chat and also in the pinned comment. Let me start with that breaking developing news about the $10,200 that was announced late yesterday. It's so important to hear because it's a little bit very well anticipated. All right, let's get to that element. If you had unemployment benefits in 2020, IRS late yesterday issued the following advisory. If you filed a 2020 tax return already and paid taxes on that $10,200 of unemployment benefits from last year, they are going to be issuing a refund. Congratulations. That refund will come automatically by May directly to you. Nothing for you to do. It's all automatic. Now, if you've not filed your tax return and you're about to, or you're wondering about that $10,200 that was taken out for taxes, and you're trying to figure out the implications of that, don't worry, because IRS confirms they're going to have an advisory about that in the next few days. And if you're a viewer of this channel, a subscriber, you're going to hear it first when it happens on this channel. Now let's cut to that $1,400 third stimulus check. Today, more checks will land in the mail. Why? Because we're still underway with Wave 2 and Wave 3 checks. But more checks will go out for direct deposit and more in the mail this Friday. Let me explain what goes on. Every wave with stimulus checks from IRS follows the following pattern. They're sent out on a Friday for direct deposit and also for mail checks. The next morning, on Saturday, the IRS tool updates itself to now include the people that were not previously delineated in the tool who were sent out the night before. So if you're sent out on a Friday for direct deposit the following week or mail check, you then appear in the tool the next day, Saturday. On Wednesday, direct deposits officially occur. Now, this is what's important for you to understand. And you hear me repeat this several times during this video. Direct deposits for the following banks are done earlier than the effective Wednesday date. Which banks will make deposits available this Saturday? They could be Chime, Cash App, Bancorp, NetSpend, and MetaBank, along with H&R Block Green Emerald Card and TurboTax. Under Wave 1, 2, and 3, they have released funds on Saturdays when they will get them on Friday night. So you could see those funds this Saturday if you bank at those banks. The following Wednesday, next Wednesday, bank deposits by direct deposit will occur. Those include the big banks. And then some of you will get those checks instead of in deposit, rather by the mail, Thursday and Friday. This is what's important for you to understand. This is what's very important for you to understand because I love you to death and I don't want you to get lost in the microcosm. Over 50% of you who have direct deposits set up, who got that first stimulus check by direct deposit, who got the second stimulus check by direct deposit, who have direct express card by Comerica, over 50% of you will never see it land on the deposit account. It will instead go the mail. IRS has confirmed that for Wave 4 happening next week. So Wave 4 will be next Wednesday. And next Wednesday, those direct deposits will appear for the big banks on April 7th, and then for the smaller banks, starting this coming Saturday and continuing through April 5th and April 6th. Now, mail checks will also come next week for Wave 4. But this is what's important for you to know, is that you could get a mail check today. You may actually be in Wave 2, Wave 3 mail checks and don't even know it. Let me explain. Hundreds of thousands of viewers of this channel are Wave 2 mail checks with effective date of March 26. They're late. The checks showed up yesterday. They showed up the day before. They've been showing up 5 to 6 days late. Wave 3 mail checks are starting to land today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is the true date for some of them. Wave 3 mail check dates are April 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They may come early, they may come on time, or they may come late, 4 to 5 days late. What's important for you to know is that if you are not in the irs.gov tool, there is a larger chance than not that you are actually a mail check recipient for Wave 2 or Wave 3 and may get that check in the mail this week before Wave 4 actually occurs. Let me say that again. Do not presume that you are only getting it by direct deposit next week on April 7th, because you may actually have your check already in the mail as a Wave 2 or Wave 3 mail check recipient. It may be coming already to you. How do we know this? Because hundreds of thousands of viewers on this channel who are on the Direct Express card by Comerica are not getting the check on Direct Express by Comerica. It's coming in the mail. Or they're Bank America customers, and it's not going to Bank America. It's coming in the mail. So what's important for you to know is that watch the mail every single day this week. And then if you're a small bank customer, like a NetSpend, watch the direct deposit account Saturday, because the funds could appear Saturday. If you're a big bank customer, then watch the deposit account again next Wednesday, which is because that's when the next wave hits. But between then and now, everyone should watch the mail every single day, because of the following. The mail check is being sent to viewers across the board. Well, yesterday, a series of viewers asked who is getting mail checks and who is not getting mail checks. It's totally random. It's totally random. And if you're watching this video, it could be you. Every single viewer of this channel could be a mail recipient. And what's important to understand is that if you get a mail check and you throw it away, it takes 4 to 8 months to replace it. So you never want to throw away a mail check or ignore the mail because it may be coming in the mail, not by direct deposit. The envelope that comes in the mail is beige or white. This is the white one. It has no logos on the outside. It has no insignia. It is very thin. It is super light. And if you don't look for it, you could miss it. It looks like junk mail. Inside of it is either a check or a debit card. Let me explain the debit card. The debit card will be issued by Treasury, and on it will have a stimulus check. Later in this video, I'll explain how to use the debit card and also explain how to ensure that you do not miss that mail check. But what's important to understand is that that mail check is coming. Yesterday, the president addressed the American people about forced stimulus, and that forced stimulus video was released nationwide. In this video, which we'll watch as well right now, the president talks about what is in forced stimulus. Let's listen in just a little bit about what he had to say.
That can slow development, cause learning behaviors, and hearing problems. American Jobs Plan will put plumbers and pipe fitters to work, replacing 100% of the nation's lead pipes and service lines. So every American, every child, can turn on a faucet of a fountain and drink clean water. With each $5,000 investment, replacing a line that can mean up to $22,000 in health care costs saved.
One of the things that the president was short on yesterday was time frame. He talked about job creation, he talked about clean water, but that clean water, in the case of Flint, Michigan, has been an issue for years to come. And nowhere in his discussion yesterday would he say when clean water would happen. Would it be next year, later this year? The president's proposal is the following: $621 billion for transportation infrastructure, $400 billion for the elderly and SSDI, $300 billion for improving drinking water, $300 billion for retrofitting schools and other buildings, and $580 billion for research and development and job training. Certainly not in the discussion yesterday was the mention of reoccurring stimulus checks. But what's important to know is that at that time that the president was releasing that video, Chuck Schumer was releasing this video. Why? Because the Democrats in the Senate, these are all senators you're watching here, want to make very clear that they are going to amend whatever is given to them to put in the bill. In this video, Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Senator Menendez speak about the importance of student loan debt forgiveness and how it will be put in the forced stimulus package bill. Let's listen.
So many people who have student debt, a load of student debt on their shoulders. They could be young people, middle-aged, they could be parents. And the good news is this: we've made another good step forward on our progress. Senators Warren and Menendez authored an amendment that said if student debt is forgiven, you no longer have to pay taxes on it. You used to have to pay taxes on it, and that was no good. I was able to add it to the American Rescue Plan we just passed, so now it's law.
What he's referring to is what's going to happen again in the fourth stimulus package. When the third stimulus package landed in the Senate, the senators said, you know what, we're going to amend it. And what they did was the following. They did not forgive student loan debt. Rather, they forgave the interest that you would have to pay if a student loan debt was eventually forgiven. Let me give you an example. If the federal government ever forgave $50,000 of student loan debt and you're at a 25% tax bracket, you have to pay 25% taxes on the forgiveness of the student loan debt. It's an enormous tax burden. They, in the third stimulus package, amended the bill to forgive that, to get rid of it. And that became law. Now, under the fourth stimulus package, they're vowing to make amendments as well if the president doesn't put them in there. Let's listen more again.
Once student debt is forgiven, no matter how much, no taxes.
It's a big deal. especially as we try to get President Biden to forgive up to $50,000 of student debt. Imagine you finally get a cancellation of your debt and you get a tax bill from the IRS. It's worth about $2,200 for every $10,000 of debt relief. So you get a $30,000 relief, all of a sudden you would have gotten hit with a $6,000 tax bill from the IRS. Based upon the legislation that is now law that the leader helped us with, we now guarantee that no student who gets relief ultimately gets a tax bill, and that's a big deal.
Right, and this is about moving forward. This is our moment of momentum. We have got one more piece in place, and now we're just ready for President Biden to sign the piece of paper to say cancel $50,000 worth of student loan debt.
What she's referring to is the push for the president to do it by executive order, a push that he has said since November he would never do. Yesterday and earlier this week, he was asked whether he would do it again. He had no answer. It's not going to go by executive order. So again, this is something they're going to put into the fourth stimulus package. Understand, when Representative Menendez talked about the tax burden, it's actually even higher than what he estimates based upon higher step-ups of the tax rate, depending on the person. So what's important to understand is that when the fourth stimulus package lands in the Senate in the next few weeks, senators will be modifying the bill just like they modified it under the third stimulus package. The modification will be those reoccurring stimulus checks. This week, dozens, nearly 22 of 50 Democrats wrote the president and said, when your fourth stimulus package bill lands in the Senate, we're going to amend it. And we're going to amend it to put in there reoccurring stimulus checks because you don't want to put it in there. And ultimately, the president will be forced to sign whatever amendment they put in there because they control the Senate. This is 20 of 50 Democrats that will look to give you $12,000 to $16,000, a lot of money, throughout the rest of this year. Reoccurring stimulus checks every month to the end of this year. This is huge. And they're going to vow to put it in there because the president hasn't. And they can do that because when the bill lands in the Senate, they can modify it. This is 6 to 10 times more than SSI and SSDI $2,400. This is more than hazard pay at $10,200. This is more than FPUC retro. And this is money for you if you make less than $45,000. This is your money. I'll be covering more about that in the next few days, but let me cut back to what's going on your reoccurring stimulus, on your $1,400 third stimulus check. What's important to understand is that Wave 2 and Wave 3 checks could be landing today. Wave 2 is March 26th, and Wave 3 is April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So how do you know if you are in a wave already underway if you don't appear in the IRS tool? I'll explain that for you coming up in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now as $14 third stimulus checks could be landing in your mailbox today if you are on any type of benefits or not. I have all the details for you right now because it's important to understand that along the way, and even in some of the comments during the commercial break, people are still going down the wrong path. And I don't want you to be on the wrong path. I want you to not miss moolah in the mailbox. How are you? It's Mornings LALATE. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It's birthday week and birthday month. Let's try to get to 400,000 subscribers by our 1-year anniversary of April 25th. Also, if you've not liked this video, it helps to like in the algorithm rankings. Let me go over something that is so important, and I can only say it so many times. It's sort of like one viewer said, no less than, I think it was 5 viewers yesterday, sent me DM, said, LALATE, you just say this so many times, and some people just don't want to hear it. So if they don't want to hear it, let me make this message very loud and clear. Watch the mail. Watch the mail. Someone in the comments, I'm not going to say who it is, it's during the commercial break, said, if you're on SSI, the stimulus check's coming by direct deposit next Wednesday on the 7th. That's not what Treasury said. It's not what Treasury said. Treasury said some of you will be coming by direct deposit next week on April 7th, and the rest of you are in the mail. So if you're not looking at the mail, you're going to miss the check. April 7th is a great day for some, and for other people will be a day of peril if you're not looking at the mail. Why? Because you may already get a stimulus check in the mail today. Let me explain. There are hundreds of thousands of viewers of this channel who show a mail March 26 date who are on Direct Express card by Comerica. They are on the Direct Express by Comerica and they have a mail check result date. I have viewers who are Bank of America customers and have a mail check date. I have people who are Chase customers who have a mail check date. If you bank at a bank and receive that first or second stimulus check by direct deposit, if you bank at Comerica, if you are SSI and SSDI, your stimulus check more likely than not could be coming in the mail. If it comes in the mail, you will never get an alert from your bank. You will never get an alert from your Direct Express card. You will never get an alert from Comerica if it comes in the mail because it's in the mail. And if it's in the mail and you don't get it, come April 7th, you'll wonder where it is. And if you miss it, it takes 6 to 8 months to replace a missing mail check. Here's what's important for you to know. Today's April 1st, and I have a lot of viewers from that March 26th mail check date that still don't have that check. So you could be a Wave 2 March 26 mail check recipient because you don't appear in the IRS tool. Let me explain why the IRS tool is very important for you to understand where you are. On Saturdays, the IRS tool updates itself to indicate what was sent out on Friday. So on Friday, Wave 4, this Friday, Wave 4 will be sent out for mail and also for deposit accounts. And yet, some people will not appear in the tool results on Saturday. In fact, ironically, some people have never appeared in the IRS tool ever. And because of that, they may be actually Wave 2 mail recipients or Wave 3 mail recipients. What's important to know is that Wave 2 mail recipients will be landing today again. And Wave 3 mail recipients will start to land tomorrow. Why is this important? Wave 2 mail recipients were dated March 26th. They're late. They're 5 days plus late now. Every day about 100 more land in the mailbox. But there's countless more that are still missing. You could be a Wave 2 mail recipient. So watch the mail because it could land there today if you're Wave 2. You could also be Wave 3. What is Wave 3 mail? Wave 3 mail is April 2nd to 5th. And those checks could either come early, on time, or late. So the net result is that while people are thinking about next week, they also need to be checking the mail every single day. The check could be in the mail today, all the way to Friday, could be in the mail on Saturday, and could be in the mail next Monday and Tuesday. And then we come to Wednesday. If Wednesday rolls around and you do not see a direct deposit, guess what? Your mail for Wave 4 may be coming on Thursday and Friday. Every wave has a deposit and a mail. There is not one bank that only does waves by deposit because they're not sending out the money. This is what's important for you to understand. Since Wave 2, Bank America has had people in the mail and by direct deposit. Comerica by Direct Express has had people in the mail and also by direct deposit. And so you're not in particularly just one place at any time. Meantime, let's cut back to other breaking news happening this morning. And that other breaking news I'll be covering right now. I'll be cutting back to that $14 stimulus check later in this recording. But the other breaking news is that Michael Jordan is launching a new grant program. If you're an African American and you have a 501c3, you can get millions of dollars under a new grant program. Meantime, the EIDL is just about to go live in the way that we want it. The EIDL grant of $5,000 is about to go live, but other things on EIDL have gone live this week. They are the following. The EIDL loan increase has gone live, where you can increase your loan, which you may currently have. It's incredible great news because the loan has never been increasable since last year. Go to sba.gov for information about that. Second, the EIDL shuttered venue grant, which is ironically not just for venues, is about to go live. The preview of it is now available on sba.gov, where you submit your information, get the application before anyone else. Go get it. Number 3, the president extended the PPP program by executive order yesterday. So you can get a PPP grant now even further than you would before. Elsewhere, there's other things that are happening as well. The rent, the utilities, the food, the internet, the $5,500, the $5,000 for children 5 to newborn, the $4,400 for children 17 to 6, those are about to go live. And as more viewers of this channel get their stimulus check, we're going to move on over to ensure you get this other money, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 that you can get under third stimulus as it goes live in the next few days. Meantime, breaking news as Microsoft announced that 120,000 devices of its HoloLens are being delivered to the U.S. Army. And then Google announced today that it will be increasing the ability for its workers to go back to work in limited capacity for the first time since the pandemic ended. This is the first rollout of limited capacity return to work for Apple. And elsewhere, the Dow remains relatively calm. The NASDAQ is shuddering left and right, as is questions about the 10-year Treasury note. The new jobless claims numbers were in this morning, and they were not particularly good. Let me tell you what the jobless claims numbers were. The first-time jobless claims numbers came in at 719,000 for this last week. These are new jobless claims numbers. These were higher than Wall Street estimated. They were Wall Street was looking for 675. It came in at 719, and the prior week was 658. The states that were driving the increases were Virginia up 30,000, Kentucky up 15,000, Georgia up 11,000, and California up 9,000. Elsewhere, there is new great news about where this economy could be going. A new report said that first quarter GDP numbers are in, and we saw a 5.8% growth, but now they're estimating that the second quarter GDP of growth could be 9.3%, which may be the highest growth numbers in many, many years. The 10-year Treasury note remains today stable at 1.7%. Elsewhere, the Dow is currently at 161. The NASDAQ is up 208 at nearly 2%. And this is as several things are hitting across the board that are helping the market, including this good news about booming growth. And with that, the Federal Reserve will have to decide whether or not to pull back or keep the support where it is. I thank you for joining me on Mornings LA. It's been a big recording, and boy, you see there's a lot of stuff happening. It's important to know that stimulus are coming in the mail. But along the way, we're heading right into the other items of third stimulus. That rent, that utilities, that food, that student loan debt forgiveness, the student financial aid, which you should get at the college level, the $1,700. Reach out to your financial aid advisor. And the other money. I'm here to ensure as a family that you get that other money, a third stimulus, because it's about to go live in the next few days. So stay with me as those items go live. Meantime, I'm back with you in just a few minutes from now. As Mornings LA continues, I'll jump into the live chat and interact with you. Check the mail. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, never lose hope, and never go negative. And I'm so excited to see you on the next recording as Mornings LA continues in just a minute.